Hey everyone, MVP here, and today I'm going to show you what I did to my SAM Sentinel, or Shooter's Arms Manufacturing Sentinel, a 5.56 by 45 millimeter AK style rifle that came from Shooter's Arms. They come from Cebu. They have a shop here in EDSA and here in Metro Manila, and I got this rifle for them once the government finally re-allowed civilians to buy 5.56 rifles. So this did not come like this from the factory, right? So just to get that out of the way, hindi nyo pwedeng bilhin to na ganito na ang itsura niya mula sa Shooters. Medyo kailangan yung pagtsagaan. You need to gather certain parts. You need to know certain things to before you try something like this. Now, if you want to see yung original nito, I'll have a video link maybe here or probably up over here somewhere. So anyways, let's get to it. First off, let's show clear. So to clear an AK, you push this, right? Magazine empty, and then chamber empty. The Shooter's Arm Sentinel is a 5.56 AK type rifle. Originally, it was an AKS type rifle. AKS meaning underfolder. So merong underfolder dito na gumaganon dyan. Pansin nyo, tinanggal ko na yan. So this is now how I want it to look from the factory. Now first, syempre, mga AK purists dyan, and medyo, there are a lot of AK purists out there here in the Philippines as well as over in the USA or even in Russia. Why did I buy an underfolder AK if I was going to convert it? And the reason I got an underfolder AK is that it was the only one available, na brand new from a shop. There are type 84 type rifles no longer available in the Philippines. Actually, never was available. I think we did have the AK 2000, but those are already all sold out, so I can't get my hands on one of those. The only one available is this. This is a basically the way I found out. The more I found out about it, the more I realized that this is a Chinese parts kit AK. But assembled here in the Philippines. So you can tell it's Chinese, of course, like I showed you in the previous pattern video, that the pattern of the bolts, the way they do the bolt, not the bolts, the rivets. So if you look here in diagonal rivets, and same with these two rivets for the underfolder, that is very Chinese when it comes to AKs. So this is very much a Chinese AK, and if we look here, we can see more of that because it says 5.56 type CSLR1. This is a military designation for the AK 5.56. I think they were exporting this to other markets. And this is Factory 26, not the Jianxie Arsenal, which is in, I think, Chongqing. So, and then 12CN, there you go. So let's go over the modifications that I did with this gun. First, the front end. So, pansin nyo, iba na yung furniture natin. People have been asking me, oh, someone nakuha tong furniture na to with the rail. Same with the other side, there's also a little rail there. I got this. This actually came from my Kalashnikov Saiga 9. So the Saiga 9 is basically the original Russian, wait, let me show you now. Original Russian style of, let's say, 9mm AK. So this is my Saiga 9. I'll do a video on this later on. It has the side folder. This is basically like an AK-100 series from Russia, but in 9mm. Similar to the Vityaz, similar to the KP9. So I took the handguard that I had in this and then put it into this. I'll do a video of this later on, which is also the reason why I got an AK. Many people ask me, oh, bakit AK ang kinuha mo? Konti lang naman ang pyesa ng AK sa Pilipinas. And you're absolutely right. And the reason is I already shoot a Saiga 9, so I'm very familiar with the handling of an AK, what to do, where to get parts. Yung mga ganung bagay, familiar na ako dyan. So the front end, the handguard came from the Saiga 9, and it dropped into here almost easily. I had to make some cuts here sa plastic, but it was very easy. So it gives me a Picatinny rail there, and then gives me a Picatinny rail here, so I can mount. This light is just a cheap knockoff light. It's not the original. I'm still waiting for my stream light that I'm gonna put on here. So eventually it'll have a stream light there. I may even change the handguard. Now, The gas tube is still the same, the AK-47 style with the side vent holes there. So you can see the side vent holes here. That's something they already lost, or they already phased out with the newer AKMs. This gas block, this is not an original part from a Kalashnikov company. This is Rifle Dynamics from the USA, from Las Vegas. They have this adjustable gas block there. So if you look here, I hope it will focus. But sana mag-focus siya. But if you look here, there's a little Allen screw there, Allen key, or Allen grub screw that you can adjust. You can adjust the gas of the system. So if you open it up more, it'll recoil more, but you'll get more gas. It'll be more reliable. You can tune it. You can fine tune it properly to give you softer recoil. So it depends on how you want your gun to perform. And the reason I went for this is, for one, it looks cool. It's just short barrel rifle style. And then it also has the front sight already integrated, so it's like a combo front gas block, similar to the mga AK-74 na 545 na short barrel, mga 12, parang 12.7 yata yung length nun. But this one has now been modified from the front end, because we had the barrel removed. And then we tinurn to sa lathe para magkasya to, this gas block, because the diameter of this is too thick pa rin. So to fit this, we had to remove the barrel. So when we removed the barrel, we turned it sa gunsmith. The gunsmith, by the way, is B&K Gunsmithing in San Juan. They're very, very good. And then we had it threaded. And we threaded it for this muzzle device. So this muzzle device, muzzle brake, pansin niya may port sa ibabaw and then may 3 ports sa gilid. So it should help in recoil. I say should because I haven't fired this yet, because as you know, election gun ban here in the Philippines. So medyo hassle maglabas ngayon. So after the gun ban, I'll be able to fully test this. But I was able to test the full system, and it's really, really good. And the reason this one is made by Tactical Solutions, over in, I think, somewhere in the Visayas. They made this brake for me. I ordered this for them. And the reason I ordered that is so I can mount this. There. That's a suppressor. So the reason I went for the gas block is to have a suppressor, because in an AK, it's going to be overgassed. Medyo kailangan mong itono yung gas. So that's why... Ba to? Ganda ng case niya, by the way. Parang sa shades. Pero hanggang malinis. So anyway, so when I remove this, do that, and then do this. This weighs about, I think, 629 grams. So medyo mabigat siya. Ganda naman talaga. But this is steel. This is stainless steel. So it should last a long time. Sabi nung manufacturer, si Tyron, it's going to last 2 times the life of the barrel. So I guess sulit na rin. So tada! Ayos, no? Right, so that's the reason for that. And after gun ban, and I'll get the PTT so I can go to the range, so I can test this out in its proper and complete form. The rear side, I left this alone. Originally, I was thinking of a modification where I replace this with a sight rail, or meaning like a Picatinny rail, na ganyan, na goes up to this, but I just decided against it because I went with the Chinese rail, like I showed you in the previous video. Pinafit ko na tong rail na to, so nag-drill sila ng holes dyan, 3. Kailangan tong i-align. Makukuha nyo to sa Lazada or even from some of the local suppliers. Get a good gunsmith to fit this, kasi pansin nyo, it needs to align talaga with those holes para I can disassemble the trigger even with the rail installed, kasi once this rail is installed, it's not meant to be uninstalled. So naka-Loctite na yan lahat, so it's nice and snug. And what this allows me to do is to... Ano ba yan? Yeah. So this is an AIM Sports QD side rail mount. So if you look here, right, AIM Sports, and it rides onto that rail, and I'm using right now a Vector Optics yung open reflex style sight. I think it looks really good on the AK. So actually I'm testing it now, and next time I go to the range in a few months, testing ako naka-0 pa rin to, and should be okay. What else did I do? Like I showed you in the previous video, kumuha ko ng mga magazines sa Pro Mag, and I cut them to fit the AK. This is actually the version 1. So this is a Pro Mag 223 magazine. And then I found some more, so I wanted to modify those. So I got another one. This one, it's also a Pro Mag magazine, but it's a little different kasi medyo flat yung ibabaw. This one is medyo curved dito. So I was like, oh, that's weird. But napafit ko din siya, and now I'm trying to cut as little as possible so I can but I can still fit it. And this one, if you notice, the cutaway is a lot less compared to before. Parang mas malaki yung iniiwan ko dito. So the bullet is more supported, and even then when I insert it here, and then it still fits. So which is nice. I like that. So it also fits. So now I have 2. Actually, no, I have 3. I have 1 more I need to modify, but I'll modify the other one once I test the actual gun. I replaced the grip with the US palm grip. This was on my Saiga 9. So I fit it onto here. Goes in perfectly. Medyo madumi. Kailangan ko ng linisan, but you know, all things considered, it looks really, really good. Now here on this side. So on this side, we have more of the markings. Before, medyo na-refinish na itong gun na to kasi marami ng kumbaga gas-gas because syempre ginawa ni gunsmith, so kailangan i-refinish yan. So pinintahan niya. So Sam Sentinel pa din dito, yung safe semi. So ganun pa din yun. Safe, and then ito yung dapat na full auto position. Dati kasi full auto gun to. And then to sell it to civilians, they reconverted it back, or well, they converted it back to semi-auto. So to do that, they removed the auto sear, and then they changed out the safety to a semi-auto safety only, so it'll only fire in the down position, in this position, there. Oh, trigger pull, by the way, I think it was 4 pounds. So when I tested it with the Wheeler gauge, it was 4 pounds. It's really, really nice. I also added this is an extended charging handle. This is a Tromix, I think. I also had the Armacon and Zenitco, but you know, ito na lang gamitin ko, mas nice and simple. Only 1 screw in front, and it looks really good, matches the whole gun. The safety, pansin nyo, safety na to, iba na to. This is a Krebs safety. So this is one of the parts I had lying around because again, I used to use it in my Saiga 9. So I put it onto here. It looks really good too. Now, the big change is dito sa likod. So sa likod, ginawa natin, tinanggal ko na yung underfolder ko, gave it to a friend of mine who had a Type 56 762x39 without an underfolder. So I sold it to him so he can mount it into the attachment to this. But what I did, what the gunsmith did here, really good gunsmith. Again, B&K, those guys, fantastic work. Remove the underfolder, plug the hole. So both sides yan, nakaplug na yan with an Allen screw running through there, and then it just tightens it up. It looks almost factory. Medyo, pinag-isipan ko kung papa-reweld ko na lang sa kanya to, pero wag na, parang sayang lang. I had the gunsmith design me a Picatinny block. Actually, I already knew what I wanted to design. And then I showed him my drawing, and then, you know, ginawa niya. So this is a Picatinny block, and it's screwed into this. I'll show you the video of it now, the B-roll. So it allows me to mount one of these. I showed you this in the last video. It's just an airsoft style buffer tube adapter. But the great thing about it is that it looks very sturdy, and it allows you the use of any kind of AR-15 buttstock. So in this one, I'm using a Magpul SLK, so the PDW style buttstock. So it's nice and minimalist, you know, very low snag, ganyan. Very, very, and I think it complements the look very well depending on you. I can try any other buttstock, but ayoko nang gumastos sa ibang buttstock, so okay na ako dito. It's very handy. I can put my sling there. And then if you look here, I had him modify this. I think medyo nasobrahan nga siya sa pag-modify nito. Kasi ang intention ko is para mag-fold siya habang nakatanggal yung rail na to. Kasi pansin nyo, nag-add siya ng medyo lapad. Lumalapad siya dahil dito. Pati rin naman dito malapad, but okay lang. But yung nga, dahil dito, yung pag-modify niya sa buttstock is para mag-fold kahit nakakabit yung side rail. Ayan medyo chunky boy. Pero maganda naman yung kinalabasan. Tingin ko, I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. So this can go in a backpack. Ayan, may clean na siya. It can go in a backpack. Kasi ang pinagawa ko sa kanya, pinaputol ko yung dito. So pinaputol ko yung dito, para mas early yung pag-engage or pag-open or pag-lock in niya. So yan, naka-lock nga yan. So kailangan mo siyang i-pull up and then yeah. But as it stands, ganyan siya, diba? Nice and compact. So that's what I did with the Saiga 9 with the Sentinel, which I actually enjoyed. I actually enjoyed modifying it. I actually enjoyed coming up with my concept of what I wanted to do. Sa tingin ko, hindi pa to yung final form nito. Marami pa akong gagawin. Pero for now, I'll just keep it like this until end of gun ban. Shoot ko muna, enjoyin ko muna. Because nagagandahan ako sa ergonomics niya ngayon eh. I mean, yung the way it feels now, the grip, the US palm grip, or meron din yung sa US yung Tango Down. Magandang grip din yun. You can go for that. You can go, and then the magazines lang talaga ang limiting factor nito. Kasi medyo matyaga siya, and as you can see, sumasabit pa nga yung isa. Dito naman sa kabilang magazine na to, yung iba yung likod niya. I think ito na lang yung kukunin ko, mas reliable sa baril ko. But ayan, ganda naman yung lock up niya. And then yung tono ng gas, once I do get the gas tuned a bit more, should be running very, very well. So what else would I do here? I'm actually thinking of replacing the furniture din eh. I mean, I like this, but the problem with this one is if I want to do, let's say, carbine classes, the problem with this is that the sling loop, yan, ito pala. Yung sling loop ng mga AK, na yung mga AKM is usually nandito sa handguard retaining cap. But because this is an AK-47 base, meaning the older AK-47 style, the sling loop of this originally was in the front gas block here. So before kasi diba may gas block dito na 45 degree, and yung front side nandito. Meron parang loop dito, may loop dito na parang wire loop. So mag-clip ka ng sling doon. But the problem with that, by removing this, wala na akong lalagyan ng sling. I mean, wala naman siyang mount dito. So baka ang ipalit ko dyan, ba yun? Nandito rin naman yun sa likod ko. Ating workbench. So I have it here. The Magpul Plum. Ayan, pati yan. Then to, sling M-lock, sling mount. Baka yan ang gawin ko. Baka yan ang i-mount ko dito to give me a new look. And I don't know. Maybe I'll try mounting it now. Okay guys, so what do you think? Do you think I should stick with this look, or should I go with the plum look? So let me know sa comments below. Most of the parts here, where to get them, it's a little difficult kasi iba-iba eh. Those are the things about the AK. So let me know guys what you think about how I did with this AK, with this Sam Sentinel. Okay naman, nag-jump ako isa.